constant movement of the camera and like a cyclical motion. It looks like his sword cutting. Whoa, is he immortal? What is going on here? It's really impressive that in this short of a video they were able to introduce all these different visual elements and keep them consistent. It almost sounds like it's glitching out the instrument. Beautiful, right as he unleashes. That is a term in filmmaking called the rhythm of the edit. What you want to do is have different length of shots being cut, different movement of shots being cut, and in this case, of course, we have a lot of that changing up from the action to this very morose feel for a couple of seconds here. That's an unbroken shot, and it's really nice. Do a couple of nice editing tricks here to build impact. Honkai impact. Welcome, my name is Philip Hartshorn. I'm known for my filmmaking in China, and you may have also seen some of my documentary work. Today, we're going to be watching and reacting to Blade trailer, Death Approaches, Honkai Star Rail. I've covered a few Honkai Star Rail videos so far, and I've really enjoyed them. There's been some great hand-drawn animation, so I'm excited to see what this is. I think this is more similar to a character trailer that we would see from Genshin Impact. So I'm excited to see what they do and the choices they make on this one. If you haven't seen some of my other work, make sure to check out Genshin, and of course my playthrough of Final Fantasy 16 that's currently ongoing. But let's get right into it, and let me know, of course, if you have any awesome lore tidbits about this character, and if you're going to pull for him. All right, miHoYo, let's see what you cooked up for us today. Ooh, oh, really nice shot. The red and blue is working really well. Dragging it through the screen, the flowers popping up. Wanted dead or alive. Okay, we got a character who's got a bounty on him here. Ooh, I like that.
His sword will be the last thing you see.
Wow, he's just out of reach, and I think we actually have the bounty number on him right there.
Declare me guilty.
Oh, nice.
Yet their sin is greater.
Really nice imagery here. I love the use of the flower matching his blade and his name. Ooh, this is very well done.
For their lofty Xianzhou ships.
I really like the use of the red. Oh, that's a great shot. Yeah. Ooh, a lot of movement here. I like how they're using the red to kind of keep punching in with each shot to make it really pop. It's really great, and there's this constant movement of the camera and like a cyclical motion. It looks like his sword cutting, oh no. So he got hit, but he doesn't care. Whoa, is he immortal? What is going on here? Interesting. Love the music.
My vengeance will pursue.
Man, the music is going intense right now. Fantastic music, fantastic visuals, and all the candles go out. Does anyone know what that instrument's called? Man, I really enjoyed that one. Make sure to subscribe if you guys want to see more of these. Share these with me. Also, does anyone know, is Star Rail coming to PlayStation 5? Because if it is, I wouldn't mind trying it out on stream with you guys over on Twitch. So let me know if it is. We could look a little bit from the inside out at the filmmaking stuff. It could be really fun. Let's go back and look at it in some detail here. This shot was fantastic. And I do love that that is one shot. I think it's unbroken. Let's take a look at the frame by frame here. Yeah, that's an unbroken shot, and it's really nice. Do a couple of nice editing tricks here to build impact. Honkai impact. And what happens here is, as he moves the sword around, you get this little shake, camera shake, and blur right there. Did you catch that? Which is cool. It kind of acts as if, you know, it's being filmed by a human, and they like were pulling focus and like maybe made a bit of an error with pulling focus, and that's cool. It brings a lot of realness to it, because it's something that obviously doesn't need to happen with CG, right? But I love that he starts dragging the sword, because this just becomes such a beautiful image. And it's the first instance we have of the red just cutting into the screen, when you have a lot of these cool, calm colors like greens and blues throughout. And look at that. And the flowers blooming up through it. It's really beautiful. It reminds me a bit of Demon Slayer. Has anyone seen Demon Slayer? Yeah, beautiful. Wanted dead or alive. You have the candles cropping up. It's really impressive that in this short of a video they were able to introduce all these different visual elements and keep them consistent and keep them
My sword will be the last thing
keep us aware of all those in just under 2 minutes. Is very impressive.
to see.
Kind of make them impactful.
They declare me.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool images like that where the red pops in quite suddenly. And then there's more of those editing tricks I spoke of. Get a little bit of a blur. We go actually black and white here. And then there it is, yeah. And that's cool because this is sort of blooming in the way the flower did. That's a cool kind of visual cue they brought back in. The candles go out, yeah. Like even this is really cool editing here. He actually has what appears to be blood dripping off the sword and becoming the flower. It's interesting because you don't really get violence like that in Genshin. But this is quite. This feels for the first time in these character trailers like more on the Genshin level. This one's really impressive. Yeah, great shot there. Oh man, this one stood out to me too. Yeah, I like the use of the orange there. It's cool. You have the lanterns and whatnot in this shot. But yeah, this is interesting. It's like going through all these different instances of him fighting people. But this shot is just really beautiful. It's very short and it's quite abstract, to be honest, right? It's just this image of like sparks flying and everything. You can see his figure there.
They've fallen too far for their lofty Xianzhou ships.
They've fallen too far. So who's he talking about there? What group of people? Yeah, I love this one too. We have both a Dutch angle and it's upside down. All right, so it just feels super, super out of place. And I like how they did this with the lanterns. But what they've done is they have these canopies, and it almost looks like bridges, right? So it looks like he's upside down. It looks like he's on the ceiling when in fact it is us. So it's just kind of a cool, confusing image. Beautiful, yeah. I like this too in a trailer like this that's quite, intense and has a lot of action in it. I like that they have this little section where it slows down, and they did really, really good job with sort of the rhythm of the edit. And that is a term in filmmaking called the rhythm of the edit. What you want to do is have different length of shots being cut, different movement of shots being cut, and in this case, of course, we have a lot of that changing up from the action to this very morose feel for a couple of seconds here. And it adds a lot to the overall feeling of this, this video, this short film, whatever you want to call it. And then with the music, we have ramping back up to this. Oh, that music. It almost sounds like it's glitching out, the instrument. Beautiful, right as he unleashes. What is that instrument?
Will pursue you.
Look at that image. Beautiful. I want to see this particular attack. I mean, look at that. Cutting right on the beat as he unleashes. It looks like an Elden Ring attack, right? This massive explosion going in all directions. And I like how they actually hold that. They slowed it down because it's just so beautiful. And of course, what does it look like? It's the same imagery as the flower petals blooming upwards, right? It's the same exact thing. So it's awesome that they keep bringing that back. And this is a really cool shot. Really nice choreography here too. Let's take a look at that. So he breaks the spear, which is amazing. He gets this little smile off before we have this shot. So the character comes in, and we do cut there, and this is the one. This is the oneer. Slices them, and this is a great movement of the camera. It's actually kind of following his leg as he kicks there, and then his body, and that slice. Very, very nicely done. Yeah, following the movement, moving closer again for sort of variety of the shot to increase the intensity. As he thrusts, we get a close up of the character and reaction shot too. Yeah, it's a really, really well done shot. And we end with the close up in the eye.
Until your sin is cleansed.
It'd be such a difficult shot to do in real life, and that's why a lot of times you can appreciate stuff like this. If you're using tools like this, like use it, right? Do stuff that you can't do in real life.
My vengeance will pursue you.
Do you guys think they have this song like on Apple Music? I gotta look for it. I love that. It's like the music is reflecting what's happening here. All of that fire that he just unleashed is being pulled back. He's finished his battle, it's pulling back, and then it's contained into this little candle fire, which we saw earlier, the candles, and now it's just flickering in his eye. And as it does that, that candle goes out like we saw earlier. The music calms down. It's like he's suppressed whatever feelings he was having there. And there it is. That's Blade. Man, really impressed with this one. I think it's definitely one of the I think it's probably the best I've seen from Honkai for the character trailers like this. They don't call them character demos anymore in Honkai Star Rail, right? So I think it's the best so far. As far as the animated short, that one was also very good, and that was like the hand drawn one with the spear fighting. So that was really, really well done. But amazing work on all accounts here. I thought it was great. What do you guys think you're gonna pull for Blade? Let me know. Make sure to follow on Twitter, Twitch, of course. Subscribe here on YouTube. It'd be lovely to have you guys as a part of the community. I'll see you guys around town.